And away we go.
All right, so what is up?
Not much, same as always.
All right, so is there anything interesting in the news lately?
Well, other than we've discussed recently in other episodes. Hard to find out actually. Oh yeah. I saw a video on TikTok.
Yeah, I think I saw. I think I saw it too. It was late. It was about like Lady Gaga or something.
Oh yes, that too. I'm not surprised. I know that's what she is. That's the kind of singer that she is, and that's her vibe, of course. And there are people that can like that.
I'll be honest, it was a bit creepy, and frankly, I don't really follow Lady Gaga's career because I'll be honest, I don't really follow any artist's career anymore. But still, it's not surprising at the end of the day because, well, it's like that's just who she is. That's just who her handlers are, and for the most part, if anyone is into that, then I'm not gonna say more power to you, but good for you. But it's like that's just creepy.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyways, it's like so. I'll be honest. Do you listen to Lady Gaga whatsoever?
Yes, I have heard of Lady Gaga throughout the years. She is, and kind of is now a big, well-known artist. I remember as early as 2008, listening a couple of the songs like Bad Romance, Poker Face.
I'm not.
That's the two that just comes to my head.
I can't remember. I can't remember the exact year I listened to her at one point, but I'm pretty sure this was when I was really young, and I think the first. I think she used to wear these crazy costumes. Does she still do that?
Yeah, I think she does wear crazy costumes.
How old is she? Like, is she still in her 30s or is she in her 40s?
I think she could be in her 30s.
Huh. Matter of fact, let me look at it right now because I think she was also in a movie too.
Yeah, she was in the movie.
Joker,
And
right?
yes. And I think she was in another movie before that.
Speaking of which, that Joker movie was not good.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's
what were they thinking?
like I'm fully convinced they did all that. They did that whole thing because Lady Gaga was in the movie.
I mean, I'm not against Lady Gaga being in the movie, but making it a musical,
No, it's like I'm not against.
that's where I draw the line.
Look, I'm not against her being in the movie either. I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, bro, making it a whole musical, making a series, something that's supposed to be serious, a musical. Okay, that sounds like. I'm not gonna lie. It felt like I was watching. It felt like I was watching a series, not a movie. I mean, and that was just one of the episodes in the series.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like I was watching a movie at all. I mean, look, okay. If they did 2, 3 songs, I wouldn't have been mad. But like what, 15 songs?
Wait, 15 songs?
At least that I'm pretty sure that's how much it was. I'm pretty sure it counted.
Good grief.
Actually, let me look it up right now. How many? Okay, how many songs were in Joker movie?
Can't believe we're talking about this.
2024. Okay, the 2024 film Joker Folly Deluxe featured over 30 songs, including at least 15 cover songs and several original tracks. Huh. 30 songs in total.
Wow.
Well, but it was 15 cover songs apparently. And I'm like, really? It's like the musicals were unnecessary. Plus, I'm not gonna lie. What I really didn't like about the movie in general was the fact that Harley only liked Joker only because he was Joker. And then after he didn't want to be Joker anymore, she kicked him to the curb, and he got in all that trouble for her for nothing. You know how dumb that is? It's like, bro,
It's just wasting time.
it's like you wasted your time for a girl who didn't even really care about the real you, but instead she only cared about Joker. And I'm like, bro, you're letting a woman deceive you like that.
Yeah.
That just reminded that I told my friend, it's like that just reminded me of the like Adam and Eve story where like Eve made Adam sin, and it's like I'm like, man, it's like, bro, that's just sad. Plus
Yeah,
Joker, plus she seemed like she was more of the boss in this whole situation than him.
yeah. This whole premise just sounds as stupid as Hitler being rejected from art school. Oh my gosh, and
I,
that led to his villain arc.
I still can't believe that could have that really led to his whole thing. because he
Yeah,
got rejected from art school. I'm sorry, that is extremely hard. That is just hard to believe.
yeah. But it did actually happen.
And Hitler, man, I don't know why people glorify Hitler so much. Then, if that actually led to his villain arc,
Uh-huh.
and on top of that, he committed suicide. I believe,
Yeah.
right? And on top of that,
Yeah, it did.
on top of that, I believe, like he committed suicide, like after like everything was all said and done. But for the most part, I say Hitler. Really,
Yeah.
art school?
And Joker 2 into a musical.
What'd you say?
And Joker 2 made into a musical.
That was stupid. Joker
Yeah.
2 being made into a musical. That's just dumb. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Me and my friend went to the movie for his birthday, and it's like, it just wasn't a good movie.
Nah.
We didn't think it would have that many songs
We
or
didn't know
anything.
that was songs to begin with.
Actually, yeah, we did. We actually didn't. We were expecting a nice, serious movie with like serious like things going on, but instead, no, we got treated to a musical instead.
Yeah, it's all cheesy and goofy or whatnot.
Yeah, and look, I wouldn't mind if there was some singing because that just here's the thing. Joker also sang in other shows too. In anime shows too. In animated series as well, right?
Yeah, he did.
So I wouldn't have cared about the singing if it wasn't so much singing. Because singing is like, Joker breaking out in musical is just like it's just a Joker thing to do. But if you're gonna have 15 tracks, 15 cover tracks, 15. If you're gonna have that many songs, bro, like, bro, you just ruined the entire like seriousness of the movie. I don't want to see Joker singing and dancing and not and like and being dominated by Harley. At one point, I'm pretty sure at one point is like Joker used to be the dominant one, but like, and I'm pretty sure in some series he even hit Harley. Not that he should hit Harley up, but I'm just saying it's like at one point it's like Joker was like was a guy that you shouldn't have messed with. Now it's like you can mess with Joker, bro. You can pull on his heartstrings easily,
Yeah,
and that's just sad. It's like,
it
bro.
does.
But like for the most part, it's like it's like for the most part, I can't say that I'm surprised though. Will porn and gaming win? Wait, what? Will porn and gaming win Kamala the election?
What? What kind of headline is that?
I don't know. It's like I think it's from Brett Cooper or something. I didn't watch. I didn't get to watch the video. But yeah, it's like what?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people say porn should be banned in the United States, and I agree. I think it
Yeah,
should
I
be
did
banned.
too.
I think it should be banned because like porn is just like it's just clear as day is destructive. I'll be honest. I remember this video that I watched one time, and I believe it was about like it was a killer's origin. And one time he got in trouble because apparently masturbate because like I guess masturbating was like kind of banned or outlawed in his country. I forgot which country it was, but I'm like, huh. That was just hard for me to believe because I'm like, really? It's so normalized now. But it's like I guess it was different times and it was different times. I'm pretty sure the killer is dead now, but I forgot what his crime was. And like, man, we should ban porn entirely in the United States. We can't stop people from masturbating though, but like I believe if porn was banned, it's like that would probably give them nothing to masturbate to. But at the same time, there are also magazines. And, but then again, who really uses magazines nowadays?
Yeah, if we want to read magazines, they'll just go digital anyway.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You didn't hear that, did you?
You mean the whoa? Then yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. And anyways, it's like as I was saying, it's like for the most part, it's like porn is very destructive, man. And it's like I think if we banned it, just like they're so hard on banning TikTok, I think I think we'd be in the right step
Yes.
as a society, as a country, and like for the most part, I'll be honest. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I don't know. Like personally, me, there is no purpose in like trying to run for president because for one, you have to know like the right people in order to even get in the office, and you have to compromise to a huge extent.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing. I mean, like here's the thing. I would say in certain situations, there's nothing wrong with compromising. But I guess if it compromises on your morals, and if it's damaging the youth and it's damaging a society as a whole, then yeah, I see something wrong with compromising. And it's like, for instance, like I would say, like if you had a wife and you had to compromise with her to an extent, but still maintain your manhood, then I'd say like that's fine because it's like it's between you and her. But I don't know if it's damaging the youth and actively damaging the youth and like making the youth think a certain way, thinking that they're theys and thems and ziz and zers and all that stuff. Then I'd say, look, man, like you shouldn't compromise. And I would say,
Honestly, I agree.
yeah, exactly. And I would say, like for the most part, personally, I don't even hate TikTok all the way. I'm still not gonna download it, but I just really don't care enough about it to hate it. It's like if it wants to stay in the United States, then let it. I just wish that like the stuff that the stuff that like the people in our countries were watching wasn't so damaging. Because in China, it's like they have high IQ things that they put on their feeds and put on their TikToks. Meanwhile, we're stuck with the low IQ things and the minimal things to care about. And I've noticed too, like people have such a self righteous like mentality. People want to like save the world in some way, shape, or form, but it's like they want, and then they act like prideful and cocky about it because they say that I'm a good person, I'm doing this right. You're not a good person. You're just selfish. You're selfish, and like the reason why you're doing this is to like the praise from people. And I would say like even me, I wouldn't want to be a leader right now because it's like I'd rather have a humble mentality and still know how to lead than have like a leader mentality and have a pride and then just have a self righteous like standpoint when it comes to leading. So I don't really think I should be a leader right now of anything really. And for the most part, I believe that's also what TikTok has done too. It's just create a generation of self righteous people who only do it because like they get attention. It's an attention seeking society. And even if TikTok is banned, people would just move to YouTube Shorts anyways.
Yeah, maybe Reels as well on Instagram, on Facebook.
Yeah, like I would say, like there's always a market for it. It's just the fact of the matter of, do you have that much motion to move your audience to whatever platform that you're on?
Yes, even if it's the project we're working on.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Even with the project we're working on as well, it's like Speaking of which, I don't think we've gotten any updates on the project whatsoever.
Yeah, I think as of this recording, it'll be roughly a month. It'll be a month until the time frame when our project is going to be launched publicly. We don't know the exact date, but we know it's somewhere in December.
Right, exactly. And for the most part, I'm looking forward to this project launching, and forward to this project launching, and like I know it's gonna be something amazing. And I would say like if people put their trust in us, then like we can't let them down, because we're telling them we're gonna do certain things without telling them we're gonna do certain things. It's like
Yes,
we know our limitations.
absolutely.
Yeah, and I trust Jacob for the most part. I know that like he has great ideas and he has a great heart.
He does.
He will lead he'll lead us in the right direction. It's just really a matter of time for the most part.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's like what's the one thing you're looking forward to the most about this project?
Well, what I'm most excited for is implementing bite surveys, which will be one of the backbones to the whole operation. Because the thing is, what bite surveys essentially is a, a system for community moderation slash input. So if there's any concerns that the community has with something on Byte, or if there's anything that Byte users want to suggest, they go to site Byte surveys, they write that down. There's a minimum word count, so there's encouragement for users to be as descriptive as possible, because the more descriptive it is, the clearer the vision and the better we can actually make it a reality. So for the most part, users go onto Byte surveys, they type whatever concerns they have or suggestions they want to put forward. The Byte team will look into making that reality, and in a couple of weeks, boom, it becomes reality.
Yeah, like I think it's like for the most part, I'd say like that's exactly what will make the most impact on the app. It's like it's like we just want to give the people what they want at the end of the day, and obviously within reason, we'll give them what they want. But if it did, obviously if it does not sound like something that an app should have, well, we'll see what we can do with it. But it's like, if we can't really do much with it, like, with the limitations of what an app can have, then we can't do it for the most part. I'd say maybe if it was just a website, then yeah, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Kind of. Actually, yeah, no, we can do whatever we want. Like, within a website. But like if it's a full on app on the app store, then like, yeah, we can't do it. It's just the reality of it all. It's just the reality of it all. But like, we do things within reason, and obviously we do things within reason. So it's like, for the most part, I'd say like, we're gonna try our best to like, adhere to like, other people and like, what they want for the platform. But I'll be honest. Like, shifting like, from that for a minute. I'll be honest. Have you seen the collab that like, Kai did with Miranda Cosgrove?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, pretty much he met Miranda Cosgrove and like they remade the whole intro. Hold on, I think I have it. That
Okay.
like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, here it is. Apparently it's like, yeah, apparently like, they remade the whole intro. I'm pretty sure they did something together. But like, I just saw the intro. They made a special Kai Carly.
Kai Carly,
Yeah,
that's kind of clever.
Kai Carly stream for their own exclusive segment called Kai Carly. That
Nice.
is that is pretty clever.
Yes,
Kai Cenat is really the iCarly of the streaming world.
he sure is.
Yeah, people have been saying that a lot. People have been saying that a lot recently, and I'm like, yeah, I can see it. I can definitely
Yeah,
see
I
it.
do too.
I mean, because like, Kai's funny, he's entertaining. I'll be honest, I saw another thing he did with Kim Kardashian too, and I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I think it was for Northwest's birthday. I think at one point,
how old is Northwest? Like 12, 11?
somewhere in the teens for sure.
She looks way older than she should. Actually, no, she looks her age. She looks her age. She looks her age. She looks her age.
Yeah,
Yeah, she actually, yeah, no, 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 no. I mean, you could say she does, but at the same time, she looks her age. No, never mind. Anyways, it's like, for the most part, it's like that was for her birthday.
yeah, I think Kai Cenat came to the Kardashian household for Northwest's birthday because
Oh,
what North really liked to do on her birthday is meet Kai Cenat because he's one of her favorite streamers.
I think that was a
From
while back. I'm talking about like recently. I think he made like a trailer for his streamathon or something like that with Kim Kardashian.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Oh, it's a
like,
bit different. Yeah,
yeah, and I'm just asking myself, how long can he do it for?
I think it could go on for like five.
Because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like every stream he has to top everything that he does. I'm like, how does he do it? It's actually pretty amazing too. It's actually really amazing how he can top every stream. So I'm like, he's meeting everybody. He's meeting the most important people in the world. After that, what's next?
Hmm. Where he can do the whole thing all over again?
No, he probably could with some of them, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not every time.
Yeah, just not every time. Even with John Cena, it's like, I'm not gonna lie. It seemed like it just seemed it didn't seem that it seemed a little natural, but it didn't seem that natural. Plus, it's like I would say that like, that's I'm pretty sure that's a stream that everybody doesn't have to see again. It should be a once in certain things should be a once in a lifetime, and other things should obviously you should keep doing, not constantly, of course. But it's like, with the position that he's in, with the entertainment business that he's in, it's like you have to kind of top every stream that you do, especially if you're a very diverse the way it is, because he's an entertainer. That's what he is. He's
Yeah,
he's young. He's young. He's like what, 2021. Yeah, he's pretty young. So I'd say like, he has time. Look, I'm down to be proven wrong, but I'll give him till 25. I'll give him till 25 to kind of just say, maybe this is something I don't want to do anymore. Because at the end of the day, he's probably made a lot of money, and he's only gonna, and like, if he continues at this pace, he's only gonna make more money. So it's like, I'll give him till 25 to kind of just think about it and say, maybe this is something I don't want to do. And like, maybe as for streaming, he'll probably just react to videos or something like that. Because
yeah,
I'll be honest, I'm not him. I probably would have gotten bored so easily. I probably would have gotten tired of doing it. I probably would have gotten tired of doing it. But it's like, for the most part, it's Kai. And I say, like, he has a bright future, but I'll give him till 25. Because I don't know. It's like, usually after that age, it's like, you probably don't want to keep doing what you're doing. Unless you're that resilient. Or, who knows, maybe he'll just start acting. That's what he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has it. But, anyways, what else is in the news?
Why are so many firework displays being cancelled?
Why are so many what?
Why are so many firework displays being cancelled?
Huh. That's interesting. Why do you think so?
4 words: escalating costs, insufficient support.
Wow, really?
Yes, at least support from local councils where fireworks displays are being held.
Firework displays?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we're talking about like literal fireworks. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure in my neighborhood, for some odd reason, people were shooting fireworks.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. But like, do you think the reason why? Do you really think the reason why, like, fireworks displays are being canceled is because of the expense of it all?
Yes, like prices to buy fireworks are quickly rising. And of course, there's not enough support from councils in places like Manchester, Sheffield, parts of London to actually keep them going. In fact, ever since lock, ever since the lockdown, but even before lockdown, there have been multiple times where firework displays have been cancelled year after year, and so little firework displays are being taking place for whatever reason, whether it be they still have enough money to keep it going, or the councils are like, you know what, we'll keep this going, even if it means spending a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be honest, I don't know why fireworks are getting so expensive because I'm pretty sure fireworks are not an essential, like, thing to live. I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
they're fireworks. They're for,
celebrations.
yeah, they're for celebrations and entertainment, bro. It's like no one is gonna be buying fireworks 24/7. So I personally don't get it, but you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm personally not going to like go out of my day to. I'm personally not gonna go out of my way to buy fireworks unless I just want to have fun. Unless I just want to have fun for the day, but it's like or for the year. But hey, I will say this, man. It's like for the most part, I will say this, man. It's like look, fireworks are not like they should not be that expensive. They just should not. I mean, food shouldn't be that expensive either. Cause like I was talking with my mom too about like how like we used to be able to buy a lot. We used to be able to buy a lot with like with how much food used to be, but now it's like bro, we can't buy very much, and it's like
Yeah,
you can't buy very much. It's like I'm pretty sure you used to have a full fridge. You also used to have a full fridge, like with just like stuff that were probably like what 40, $50. Like, but now it's like you have to pay more to like get more. And for the most part, I say this is like a lot of things are expensive. A lot of things are just getting expensive nowadays, and it's like it's just I don't see it getting better. I don't see things. I mean, even if things do get a little bit better, we're just stopping the bleeding. But the bleeding won't stop. I mean, yeah, it's like for the most part, the bleeding won't stop. I mean, we're stopping. We're just putting a band-aid on it, but that doesn't mean the band. But like then we can easily just rip off the band-aid and it just won't stop. It'll just keep going. I mean, for instance, it's like with this presidential election, bro. It will determine if the bleeding will stop temporarily, or will we just keep bleeding? That will really determine everything. This election, I can't necessarily say that it'll get better. It won't. Everyone is flawed. Everyone will mess up. And frankly, if Trump gets in, we'll only have 4 years of like what some people would say as glory, and some people would say as hell. Same with Kamala. We'll have 4 years of what some people will believe to be glory, and what some people will believe to be hell. But in reality, it's like man, it's like look, None of them are gonna make things like perfect. None of them are perfect. That's why I'm not voting because, like, bro, none of them are perfect, man. It's like I wanted to vote for Kennedy, but he's he's out, and I'm pretty sure he's on the Trump team as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's just me though. Like things aren't gonna get better from our hands.
exactly.
Yeah, from our hands, it will not get better. I mean, we can only do what we can do.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not saying we shouldn't do anything, but at the same time, I'd prefer not to do anything. I would, because there's nothing that I can really do that will truly change the world as long as there's malice people out there, as long as there's people who want to kill babies, as long as there's people who want to uh do minimal, like, wear, like, look like prostitutes. As long as there are people out there who want this stuff, who want to spread degeneracy, I can't fix it by myself. I can only encourage others to help me fix the problem, to help me put a bunch of band-aids on the bleeding, or to help me put, like, wrap on the bleeding. But the bleeding won't stop. The bleeding won't stop until, like, there's a divine intervention, until God comes back, bro, until Jesus Christ comes back. But, like, for the most part, I say, yeah, it can't stop by our hands. None of this can stop, and it's only gonna get worse until it gets better.
Yes.
But for the most part, what else is in the news?
Man books onto one-star cruise ship and makes unexpected find in his cabin.
Huh? What is the unexpected find?
Alright, so Simon Wilson's latest adventure saw him board the one-star rated Costa Faginosa cruise ship, and he was left shocked by what he found in his cabin. But it was
Oh,
all good in the end.
and what did he find in his cabin?
I don't know, that's just a brief.
Really? That's it?
There's more, but man, it's a lot of words.
Huh? Okay. Well, oh man, Illuminati bot is a bit based right now.
What is it?
Well, this is probably, like, not in your playing field. He's like, why do they all worship a black cube? It's referring to Muslims.
Ah,
Yeah, pretty much. Hey man, that's all I'm gonna say. I agree. Why do they? The whole thing is that they pray towards the cube. They pray towards the cube. That's about it. Let me not be biased. There's an origin behind it. But ultimately, it just looks like, you know they worship a cube. It just makes it seem like that. There's an origin behind it. I'm not. I've heard of the origin, but I have not paid attention.
yeah,
But he's right. But I can't say that I disagree with him though.
neither can I.
But anyways, yeah, it's like dang. What was I saying before?
You were saying about why are people praying to the black cube?
No, before that.
Um, uh, Illuminati bot is based right now?
Before that, like, I think I was
Before
commenting
that,
on something you said.
something about the guy going on a one-star cruise ship?
Right. Yeah. That. All right. Yeah. The cruise ship. So it's a lot of reading, huh? To, like, just figure out what was.
Yeah, looking at that article, at first he thought it was going to be bad because how many negative reviews revolved around it. However, when he experienced it, it seemed pretty good. That's in a nutshell. It's like he thought it was going to be bad because of the reviews, but when he actually experienced it for himself, it was pretty enjoyable and it was actually worth the price.
Yeah. That's great. That's great to hear, man. It's like, at least it was worth the price.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, as long as you didn't find anything terrible on there, or just something that would kill him, I'd say, like, shoot. Okay. Cool. Glad he enjoyed it. I'll comment on that later. But anyways, so what else in the news?
well, they spilled the beans.
Spill the beans about what?
Okay, have you heard of Palette Media?
I have not. What is that?
Okay, so Palette Media is responsible for paying content creators to spread messages regarding the Democrat Party.
Oh,
I think that's enough said. You can get the idea. What's that possibly about?
the Democrat Party is my favorite party. I don't care for any party.
Fair enough.
I'll be
So
honest.
anyway, go on.
Which party do you care about?
Well, the only party I care about is the American Bald Eagle.
Okay.
I
All right, but what were you gonna say before?
was gonna say that I saw a video on TikTok. Some of the biggest debaters that, well, I wouldn't say they fully support, but these content creators who are debaters, who are being paid by pallet media to spread messages regarding the Democrat Party, they made a video saying, "I'm going to pass the phone to someone who's being paid by the DNC." They literally made a video saying, "We're being paid by the DNC to talk about the DNC."
Really?
Yes, many people have said this before, but the people themselves being paid by pallet media and the Democrat Party, they're now saying we're being paid by the Democrat Party. Like, I get it, we're not surprised, but if it comes to a point that the people themselves actually admit that, you already know it's already too late to make that such a big deal.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, everyone gets paid to do something. I'll be honest. I do believe that the people who uh endorse Trump or the Republican Party, I believe they believe it. And there are people who don't really care much about politics, yet they still endorse the Democratic Party because they get paid a handsome amount of money.
Yeah,
It's like for the most part, it's like for the most part, I say, it's like it's just all about money with most people now. I mean, to be fair,
yes,
and for the most part, I say once again, it's like you said, not necessarily surprised that people are getting money from the Democratic Party because, well, in order to have the biggest people endorse them or promote the party, they will pay you unless you're willing to do it for free. Obviously, the common man they'll let them endorse them for free, but for the celebrities, it's like, yeah, they need the celebrities because they have the influence. So I can't necessarily say that all influencers are, not paid because I I believe some celebrities do it for free, but most don't. Most don't, and it's like it's just the circle of life right there. And for the most part, I'll say this: it's just all about waiting at this point.
yes,
All you can do is wait and see who's going to be the next presidential candidate of the United States of America,
hell yeah,
because that's what America is all about. Voting.
yes.
But they want Trump to get in, which don't care. You heard.
That was so on cue. That was so perfectly timed.
That's my sister's friend. She's watching wrestling.
Ah, all right
Yeah,
then.
I mean, I wouldn't freak out like that. I mean, if I was at a show, then maybe, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the news.
Yes. A woman says, "I'm 59, but have a biological age of 21. Here's how I do it." After a health scare, Leslie Kenny, a Harvard-educated CEO, drastically overhauled her lifestyle.
Okay. So wait, is she saying that she looks 20 something?
She says her biological age is 21. However, she says, in terms of when she was brought into this world, she's 59.
Wait, hold on. So when she was brought into the world, she was 59, but her biological age is
21.
21. So is she saying that she was reincarnated into a 21-year-old body?
No, I think the simplest way is she's physically 59, however 21.
Okay. I got it. I didn't get it at first. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
she
she is Harvard educated, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, I mean good for her though. She looks like she's in her 20s. She could fool a lot of men like that. Be like, "Yeah, I'm in my 20s." And well, don't.
And
But, it is what it is though.
it was what it was.
You go, girl, I guess.
You go, girl.
And what does she look like though? What does she look like? I kind of have to see what she looks like now.
Yeah, sure. I'll just send a screenshot because I need to pay a subscription. I'm not going to do that, obviously.
What are you on?
News Plus, Apple News Plus.
Ah, got you. Oh, speaking of, I'll be on. Actually, yeah, I'm trying to use these new apps. I think this app was made in America. I think I already said it already. It's Free Spoke. It's decent. I don't really use it very much, but it's like my main browser.
This is literally her. That's what she looks like.
Wow. Huh. She does look good though,
Yeah, she does.
but I would probably I probably wouldn't think that she's 21.
No, I think at least early 30s.
Yeah, yeah. I'd probably like look. I'll give her this 25 to 28, maybe early 30s, most likely, but not
I
20,
agree.
but not 21.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Look, hey, I'll be honest, women. I'll be honest. What I've noticed from my years of not dating is that, and okay, just actually no. What I've noticed from my years of not dating very much, but I paid attention, is that when women like it when you think that they're young. Women like being like mistaken for like a young woman. That's what I know. And sometimes you just go with it because actually no. Let me put it this way: women don't like being old or being called old. Now, a man you can call old, he wouldn't care unless like it's just it depends on the man. But most men would not care. Most men actually embrace it. But like the majority of women don't like to feel old or be called old, which I get it. They like at one like, they like to be young and beautiful. I get it because it's like I guess because like they like being young and beautiful like they got certain benefits and like they got compliments from different guys and it's like I get it. But that's pretty much what I know. Okay, but I'll say this woman looks good. I would think that she's younger, not in her 50s, just not 21.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean like the bones in the back of her, you know. I wouldn't mind it, but it's like I'd probably be think like probably first glance if I saw her in person, I probably wouldn't think much of anything. Really. But if since I'm looking at her right now, she looks like she's in her early 30s, and that's still not bad. That's still pretty young.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, like the woman is beautiful and what did you say she does again?
Uh, she's she's a Harvard educated CEO.
Huh. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, good for her. Wait, there's a store in Turkey that says Jews not allowed. That's just anti-Semitic.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
Why would they say that?
It was posted by the Europe invasion.
Ah,
A store entrance in Is- Istanbul,
it's
Turkey.
it's
Istanbul, Turkey. Jews not
yeah,
allowed. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, Hitler is rolling in his grave. He wouldn't like this. He'd want you to get along with Jewish people.
yeah. Like I thought we're better than this.
I thought we were better than this too.
But I guess not then.
All right. Yeah, yeah, man. Hitler would be so disappointed in them, bro. Like
Oh yeah.
the anti-Semitism is real. It's just
It's absolutely wild.
yep. All right, but if I could be serious for a minute,
Yeah.
come on, man. You should like, bro. I know all Jews aren't bad. Obviously, they're the ones that we intrinsically disagree with. They're the ones we intrinsically disagree with. But at the end of the day, it's just like everybody else. You just intrinsically disagree with like other people. And I'd say like it does not matter. It doesn't matter if they're Jewish or not. The point is, it's like, bro, it's like you can't just ban an entire like ethnicity from your store. That's not right.
Yeah.
But in other news, an African immigrant attacks elderly couple in Paris metro. What do you think?
Well, why?
Hold on, let me send you the video because I let me send you the video actually because I'm looking at like I'm looking at the like your Europe invasion page and I'll be
What's the need to beat anyone up to begin with? That's just me.
yeah I don't get it either. I mean it's like I'll be honest when I'm looking at the video it seems like the African guy was just trying to get away from like this elderly guy. It seemed like they were fighting prior to before getting on the train about something. I don't know who started it, but the African guy definitely got away from the elderly guy. And I gotta
He
say,
sure did.
I really don't know who started the whole thing, but hey, man, I'm just gonna say this, bro. Either way, it's not cool. It's not cool whatever they're fighting about. I don't know who started it.
Just don't.
Yeah, exactly. But in other news, Is
Apple
free.
offers modest growth outlook after iPhone sales help beat profit expectations.
Oh, really?
I have a couple of questions, but let's see how it goes. The summaries. Early iPhone 16 sales grew faster than iPhone 15 sales, says CEO Tim Cook. No surprise. Apple's AI strategy includes new iPhone 16 features. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Apple's Surfaces, Mac, iPad, and wearable sales missed analysts' expectations, of course, and payments for property and equipment rise $2.91 billion from previous quarter.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, Apple is a trillion-dollar company, so of course it'll be big numbers.
But I will say this though, Apple has not really done anything different with the phones for years. It's like
Exactly.
there's not really anything different. I'll be honest, I personally don't even want to buy the new phone. I used to be so excited about buying the new phone, the new latest or somewhat latest iPhone, but it's like now it's like I just don't care. It's like I either have it or I don't have it, and it's like at the end of the day, it's like bro, it's like there's not really anything special about the iPhone anymore.
Yeah. Although I
It's
have,
still.
I was gonna say,
I was gonna say,
I was gonna say there's this video by Steve Jobs. He was talking about how you're gonna fit a computer into a shoebox, and he said that we could do that, but all the other competitors are gonna do that. So I think what Steve Jobs said was he's going to start off making a computer that you could put in a cardboard box, and then later on make another computer that could be made into a shoebox. The key is making progressions whilst in the hopes of having the price being low once you get to the goal. And again, I understand it's very tedious and not much progress. However, I think that's the philosophy Apple is going with. There's a goal, but they don't want to be too quick with it. They're making small little progressions whilst at the same time finding new ways to stand out from the competition. And of course, although it has worked in the past, now it is indeed getting old. I think if Apple wants to go all out, they would, and people go crazy for it. But what happens the following year? There's nothing to get excited for.
yeah, that is absolutely true. There's really nothing to get excited about at the end of the day. I mean, hey, it is what it is, though. It is what it is at the end of the day. People want to get excited about a phone that has not changed in like what since what year? 2015, 16.
Yeah, 2015 actually sounds more believable.
That actually, yeah, that kind of does. I mean, like, what did they do? Just take a few buttons off of it? That's about it.
Yeah, they removed the traditional headphone jack. They made the screen a lot wider so there's no ridges. And of course, they added more camera lenses.
It kind of makes me just want to go back to the old iPhone, if I'm being honest with you. Kind of, but not completely. Just kind of.
Yeah, it's just nostalgia and the good
Yeah,
old
that.
days.
Yeah, that, and I just believe it just doesn't matter which iPhone you have because at the end of the day, they're just gonna whatever iPhone you have, they're just gonna like allow you to like update it with the latest features that like the current iPhone has.
Yeah,
But one thing's for certain, I do believe one thing: they will eventually discontinue those iPhones. They will eventually discontinue these things. So it's
yes.
I say
Maybe, maybe the next big product, it could be a phone that could also be a very small portable laptop.
that's exactly what I was thinking too. I was gonna say that. I was actually probably gonna say that too, but it's like you beat me to it.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's like I believe that should be the next move. It's like you'd be a little portable laptop. Actually, there was kind of a phone like that was kind of a portable laptop, but it was a kind of like one of those sliding phones with a like keyboard on it.
yeah,
It's an old style phone, but I think it could work in this day and age. They just have to like modernize it.
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, they just have to modernize it, but it could definitely work. I think they're called Blackberries actually, or something like that. They're not iPhones, but I was kind of thinking of getting that too. But I'm like, I'm not that. No, probably not gonna do all that, but I'm thinking about it still. But I'll consider. I'll consider it. But for the most part, I say like phones just aren't the same anymore. And frankly, I personally, I just want to get a. If I don't have a phone, man, I'll probably just keep a radio by me. Someday, if I never have a phone, then I'll just probably keep a radio. But I will keep a phone anyways, just in case I need to like just connect with the outside world. But is there anything else in the news?
Yes. First case of possibly deadly Mpox variant found in UK.
Wait, what?
First case of possibly deadly Mpox variant found in UK.
Wow, really?
Yes.
What do you think about this?
Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Because the thing is, yes, I understand it is contagious, but the reason why it's not as bad as COVID is because COVID is an airborne virus, meaning anyone that sneezes, there's particles float around the air, they can enter other people's respiratory system, and all I have to do is just connect to airways in your system for you to then be infected with COVID. But with Mpox, it's only affected by physical contact. So long as you don't touch anything that could be infected with Mpox, you're good. And of course, even even 1 year into COVID lockdowns, Mpox was still rampant, and there's already been measures to combat against Mpox already.
Hmm. Okay, well that's good to hear. Do you think it's just gonna be like a way of like trying to control the masses, or do you think that they're genuine?
Well, I think in a way, without making a big deal out of it, it kind of feels like a way to just control the masses. Now they're not going to say it. They're not going to. There's not many people going to report on this because, again, it's not as bad people think it is. However, people will make stories like this as some kind of distraction for other big stories that, if people knew about it, would possibly put an end or just delay or maybe prevent whatever plans that the elites or the people on top to have a control of the mass populace.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that makes more sense. And for the most part, we just gotta wait and see what happens.
Yes,
I mean, because at the end of the day, it's like you never really know what will happen with these people, or what will happen with these elites, or what will happen like in general. It's just a matter of waiting,
indeed.
and it's just a matter of seeing what will go down.
Ho ho.
But anywho, like, is there anything else in the news?
Yes. Let's see. There was something there. Oh, Alicia Lehman stuns on Halloween, but fans baffled as she tags Ronaldo in pic.
Hold on, what? Wait, I mean, I heard you, but it's like, what?
Yes, tags Cristiano Ronaldo in picture. Like,
People,
I
people are
don't get. I am very baffled and misled by everything.
people are upset by that.
Yeah, like I don't know. Come on, man. Okay, I mean, generally, I will say this: it's not that deep. I get it. No, actually, no, I don't get it. Why are you making a big fuss over what people goes in their lives and just tagging random people? Yes, it's strange. It's very misleading. But
Was Ronaldo in that pic? Was in that pic at all?
no, I don't think he was.
Who knows? He was probably behind the camera. I don't know. Like, this sounds stupid.
Yeah,
It's like, who
but
cares?
then again, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the biggest soccer players in the world. So why wouldn't you take the opportunity to, you know, tag or just name drop every now and then?
Exactly. I mean, I still don't get why people are upset about that. I mean, it's like,
Did
who
we
cares?
just start?
Yeah, we've been going on for quite a while.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So it's like, bottom line, I don't know why people are upset about Ronaldo being tagged in picture. It's just stupid.
I don't know why people are talking about that to begin with.
Yeah, but
Like what's the fuss? What's the big deal?
that's why I don't pay attention to these celebrities anymore, bro. It's like it's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
Yep.
So what's been going on with you, Risk?
What do you think the chances are that the new Conservative leader actually poses a threat to reform now?
Shouldn't the question be the other way around?
Let's be real here. She's fucking doomed the party. She ain't gonna stand a chance.
Well, that's the thing, Risk. I think this actually gives somewhat a leeway for reform to actually make a bigger rise than it's currently doing right now.
Because let's be real here, you really think the 80-year-old boomers, or the 80-year-old people, right? The people that, the old ancient people, right? 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds, anybody past the age of 60 would vote her in a public round, right?
Honestly,
She wouldn't even get
may not
past.
be likely.
No, it's very unlikely. Brits would actually vote her in. They knew her colour. People say that, oh, Brits aren't racist. We are. We're not supposed to it. There are people in the country right now. There are more young people, right? To a certain extent, the elderly, right? 60-year-olds, 70 plus. There's no way fuck you even get past that electorate. They would see her for what she really is. Like, did she really deserve the position, or is she just a GI hire? I'm sure there's people that would vote her in, but I doubt the majority would. Only time will tell. Does it make a difference to me? I ain't voting Conservatives, but
But she does have very big shoes to fill, like calling out whatever Labour's been doing ever since they got elected.
yeah, because she's got good policies and she actually works out and does it well. But she's a weft puppet. She's going to be attending Davos. She's going to be attending Davos with Grant Shapps, with Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves. State she'll be
Because,
attending.
yes, the world is a stage. There are people involving in major news headlines. Whoever gets the reactions will be given more opportunities to create more reactions by the populace.
I still don't think that she'll be. She got elected by the party members, right? But that's a small. Remember, there's not many people that vote in that thing, right? There's only effectively the party members, and that's people that pay to be part of the party, right?
Yeah,
But if she's trying, but if they really try and want to go after the actual vote of the people, she wouldn't get in because if you asked the will of the people, I'm sure they would have voted for Savella Braverman over her. That's fact. Or I'm pretty sure a lot of people, at least a lot of people in Scotland, probably would have voted for Tom Tugendhat, whatever, or the other guy, or James Cleverly. But yeah, what else is there
see.
coming? More days. Supposedly, the Amish might save the day and vote Trump in.
Speaking of which, 4 or 3 days left until the election.
God fucking help it. Everybody needs to vote in that election. If
Yeah.
not, America's not. It could be fucking dicey.
Bro,
Supposedly, Eric, did you hear about the fact that IRS is hiring people with guns, right? That's willing to shoot Americans.
no, I didn't hear about that.
That's on Twitter. It's on X. Look at it like IRS hiring gun owners.
What the
I'm
shoot
pretty sure
America?
they've also signed a law. They signed a law a couple of months back, right? That basically they can use the government can use armed force against Americans.
For what? Going against the grain?
Basically, they can use armed force at you guys anytime. I think they're open for something to happen during the election so they can utter martial law. I heard that post. If you look into it, I'm sure it'll have something. But yeah, that's something I put on X. It wouldn't surprise me though, because this government is that tyrannical. I'm pretty sure they'd be willing to freaking do anything to keep power. But what else is there?
South Park told you they are all drinking Adder,
Adrenaline.
and in Hollywood.
Well, they are. Did you hear? Oh, did you see the picture of the Halloween thing of basically this? The wife of the CEO of Kering Group, right? The owner of Gucci and
And
Balenciaga, right? Basically eating a brain. It's for Halloween. It was a Halloween picture, right? But it's just weird, right? Balenciaga's been known and her husband, right, the chairman of Balenciaga, right, in Kering Group, supposedly owns a site that basically sells weird sex dolls of like with children, and that's weird, but
yeah,
supposedly. But it wouldn't surprise me because these people are at the moment. Balenciaga's been known for freaking being very sexualized towards kids, at least their clothing over the past couple of years.
I mean, yeah,
There's like a whole freaking backlash over it. Like Kim Kardashian had made questions. Am I going to freaking? Am I going to? I'm questioning if I want to work for her again. Did she decide to work with him again? Yes, supposedly. But yeah, so who do you think's going to win the 2024 election?
but so far it seems like Trump is gonna win, but who knows? Maybe Kamala will
I think
defeat the odds.
God fucking help us if Kamala wins. God fuck. If Kamala wins, there you, me, and Jamie will be shipped off to Ukraine fighting.
I'll be honest. if I'm shipped off to Ukraine, bro,
We'll
I'm
fucking
gonna hide.
fight in
I'm
a
I'm
war,
hiding.
right?
I'm
Well,
hiding the entire
well,
time.
Russia's come and invade and rape our children, or rape the women in fucking America. I know that's what's going to happen. A lot. They want. Come. Did you hear the fact that it's the woman that freaking Liz Cheney? Yeah, basically called Liz Cheney a warmonger, and she is.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, he basically called Liz Cheney a warmonger, right? And she is a warmonger. She doesn't. These politicians, they don't care about sending middle young age men to fucking fight in a war to basically get their heads blown off. Because let's be real, they're too busy cashing the check. They don't care.
Yeah,
These people don't care. Like, they're not the ones who got a fucking bullet to their head. Like, they're the ones that freaking simply just cashing a check. Like,
yeah. None of them really care.
all they want is just money. I think Trump's probably got some cares to a certain extent. He realizes that it's more profitable. Trump, to a certain extent, realizes it's more profitable. Why the fuck would we go to war when we can just fucking be at peace and make fucking money, print money? He's a businessman. War only profit makes certain companies profit. If you do without war, you actually make a lot more money.
Why does Halloween? Why do girls have to dress up like sluts on Halloween?
Lack of parental morals.
They just want attention, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I almost forgot it was Halloween.
It's losing its effect. Like, Halloween's going away.
Yeah, it's already gone. It's
Yeah,
already gone.
it'll go away soon because let's be real here. That you think the illegals when they come here, right? And they're supposedly voting in your election, by the way.
Well, where I'm from, Halloween isn't going away anytime soon.
But you're not. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be there for a certain extent, right? But when all these massive illegals come and replace us, right, Halloween will be non-existent.
You know what? I'm
Think
not.
they're
I
going to
don't.
allow you to drink? You think Muslims are going to allow their children to go out and frickin' Muslims or all these people allow them to frickin' go and collect candy? No
That's
way.
probably that's probably the only good thing that they would do. I don't care about Halloween.
I don't get. I like it because I think the chicken Big Mac. Well, I was actually quite the tempura chicken Big Mac. I thought that was one of the only things that UAE did well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like,
Sorry, I wouldn't mind if it were some of the Muslims from fucking the UAE. I wouldn't mind. They seem like nice people. But the people we're inviting to this country are fucking extremists. You're
yeah,
not, you're not bringing the good Muslims. You're bringing the fucking weird psychos that deserve to be fucking gone.
yeah,
The
exactly.
fucking psychos from Iran.
It's
Like,
like, bro,
you can communicate and live. You could live in peace with the freaking people from Saudi Arabia and the UAE, and probably even Qatar as well. Like, they're the ones that actually want to make prosper with the West, right? To a certain extent, but you can live with them. But Iran is a problem. Iran, even Saudis in the UAE think Iran's a problem to a certain extent, and it needs to
I
be.
mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, though. I mean, like they do bring the extremists, and for the most part, I say,
People that are coming to the country, right? Saudi Arabia would never allow these people. They fucking got rid of these people. They kicked them out of the country years ago because they're too extreme. And the Saudi prince says, we love Britain, right? But you are importing the fucking worst people into this country. They got people threatening Nigel Farage's life, supposedly. But it's public. The guy was fucking making TikToks about it. Like, he's been trying to get across this country illegally. Like, I don't. I don't think Badnock will actually do a thing with the border, if I'm being honest.
breaking news: a Muslim immigrant tried to stab German citizens in Germany, but a German man caught him before the police came to arrest him.
Good. Men
If they
stand up for themselves.
if they hate the West, why do they come here?
Because
Exactly.
they
Why?
want to replace you, mate. They want to take everything you've got. They want our houses. They want our money. They want our beautiful German chicks. They want our beautiful English chicks. They want Americans. They want our life, man. They want everything that we got. In my opinion, we should just fuck it. We should colonize them. Fuck it, colonize them. You take half, we'll take half. What's the fucking point? Why are we letting these fucking backwards fucking snails into our country is beyond me. Fair enough if you actually want to come here legally. I have no problem with illegal mass immigration, right? Would I like to check at a certain bit so we're not taking in too much, so we're fucking dwindling, killing our own population? Yes, I would like to check that to a certain bit. But I have no problem with you coming to this country as long as you share our values. You want to actually live here, and you actually want to respect our laws,
Yeah,
speak
I
our
wouldn't.
language. But if these people don't want to do that,
It's like, bro, yeah,
in a
why should we
modern world, we would have fucking killed. In the past, we would have fucking shot these blokes and women, men. We would have.
really?
No
You really?
kidding, we would have shot them. Why are you entering our country illegally? We would have fucking prosecuted them. We would have fucking shot them, and we probably would have fucking deranged. We probably would have even tortured these people. Are you some type of fucking Russian or Chinese spy? We would have fucking electrocuted these people. We would have tortured them. But we can't do that because of the European Court of Human Appeals. We can't fucking deport these people because of the European Court of Human Appeals. We can't do shit because of that court of the EU, which we're not even a member of anymore, Eric. Yet we're beholden to these people. Why the hell can't we deport these people? Why the hell can't we get rid of these people? Why the hell are they entering our country illegally? Did you hear about the policies that Netherlands is doing, right? If you get rejected for entering other countries illegally, you get for entering from coming from asylum from other countries, you don't get asylum here. You are forbidden from renting houses.
Really?
If you've been rejected, you will be deported. Netherlands
That's
is making a good case for me to join them. The only downside is they don't speak English. I think Gert's actually doing the fucking God's graces. Gert Wilders.
hey man. Well, in the Netherlands are one.
Germany and Italy are getting rid of the mosques.
Hey, well, Germany is one of the smartest. Has one of the smartest people in the country, so they're pretty smart.
Well, not really. They fucking if they don't do anything now, they're gonna be not a country. Certain places in Berlin, right? If you go outside, unless you go outside the cities, there's not even that many fucking Germans there. Going to Germany, it's not even a German. It's more Jews or fucking whatever races, whatever. Same with France. If you go to France, Paris, right? I went to Paris, right, years ago, right? If I went to Paris now, I don't think I could see a fucking single Frenchman. Not one with balls, anyway. So what else is there? So how many episodes are we on now, and what's our weekly viewership?
Alright, so we have at least 21 full seasons of The Alone Show and nearly completing season 12 of The Opinionistics.
Not bad. How many years have we been running for?
Pardon?
How many years have we been running for?
Like,
At least 2 years.
What's the weekly viewership per episode?
Alright, so for The Alone Show, at least per episode, 10 to 20 listeners each episode, each week.
all right, that's not bad.
Could be
Yeah.
better, but it's a start. So how do you grow that?
Well, it's all about search engine optimization.
Are you doing that though?
Yes, I am. I've been doing it for over a year now, and has benefited both podcasts ever since.
What was it before last year? What was it last year? So what episodes tend to do well?
The episodes that do well is episodes regarding somewhere in Eastern Europe. There was this one episode I invited twin actors that went to my college. They're doing very well for themselves. They were in a BBC show. They did at a commercial for Taco Bell, and one of them is doing a Jurassic Park exhibition in the shop at a shopping center near where I live. So yeah, they're doing very well for themselves.
Yeah.
I still want to do guests, but however, I've been very busy recently, so I'm not putting out listings for guests as frequently as I should. But I will get back into it.
Okay. So are you still like block releasing episodes?
Yes.
So you've got enough episodes for you to take a month off, effectively now.
Yes. Good.
So what episodes does well on the Opinionistics?
Alright, so let me
Was that
just
mainly
check.
episodes with just us, or is that episodes with guests as well?
It's a mix. So
Good.
I'll be honest. I've been trying to find different payment processors.
Okay.
Just trying, like, pretty much different different apps that like you can send money on, and because it's like just because I was curious, and I found about two of them. They're just starting out, but I just want to see what they're about.
Okay. I think the UK will. I think the UK financial industry will be fucked when BRICS fully releases their currency, fully builds out what they plan to do financially wise. I think it'll
Yes.
kill one of its biggest market, UK's biggest financial market. I think it's money lending if it's one of our biggest markets. BRICS effectively could kill that, go after it, and take most of it if they're successful.
Oh, they will be successful.
They will. And the UK is doing fuck all about it right now, so yeah. The fact that the Bank of England's not killing it is concerning. So
You
what's
just
that?
gotta get with the times.
Yeah, why the hell is the Bank of England not killing this thing? They're secretly part of it.
Yes, they are part of the system that's currently in place right now, and having BRICS in place with their own currency, that's just put an end to the system that we have now.
But don't they want to still be in power?
They still want to be in power, but they just don't want to be subdued or be absorbed by the rivals that is BRICS and its new currency.
Then why the hell are they doing something to stop them? They want to be a minority financial system.
Have you guys heard that Cardi B also endorsed Kamala?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
You hear about the thing with Ricky Gervais in the fucking hot tub saying, why would I care about what other people... The guy basically roasted any fucking Kamala, anybody that basically... Why would I freaking listen to you, someone that has no actual know-how about politics? And it's basically someone that's paid to lie to the public.
That's a good point.
Ricky Gervais, the guy that fucking called out the pedophiles that loved Epstein, to their fucking faces at a award show. What they truly are, a bunch of pedos. Hey, I know you don't like me calling this because I know he's your mate and all, but he's a fucking weirdo. He called
All of them.
all of Hollywood to their face. They were all laughing, but he was telling them straight to their face, "You're a piece of shit," and Netflix is coming for your ass.
Yes,
So
the
run,
laughing the
boy,
pain
run.
away.
I mean, hey, at least he was brave enough to say it.
Only Brit has balls.
Yeah, and also, he doesn't care if he gets jobs in Hollywood.
He's fucking loaded. Why would he give a fuck? And besides, just stop shitting. Fucking. Why the hell would he care about Hollywood anyway? There's more stuff being done in frickin' the UK and Europe.
Yeah, especially where I'm from.
And let's be
Since
real,
nearly half of the media is
probably hired the guy
produced
for
in the
comedy
UK.
specials because the guy, if he makes people, he gets views, makes people money. I think Netflix care. They're about making money. The government, Netflix, no, all the big media companies, right, are potentially be able to get sued over Section 230 and that, the media protection law thing that stops them from getting sued. School people are going to be school boards are going to be suing Snap, Meta, and YouTube and TikTok.
Speaking of which, I heard TikTok is officially, or they're working on TikTok being banned officially.
Yeah, it's going to be around January when it's going to be happening.
Trump will stop that from being banned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The reason why he's going to stop that, he was against it for a while, and then he realised that TikTok actually gives these people competition.
Give some competition.
It keeps Meta and YouTube in check. It gives some of them competition and makes them fucking competitive.
Oh, and if TikTok were to go, then
It would mean they would have a near monopoly.
Right. And they would become like, just cocky.
I think. Don't get me wrong. I think Trump will regulate TikTok and that force the government to force TikTok to be less addictive, and they will fucking go after TikTok. Don't get me wrong. They will go after him, but I don't think Trump has any interest in banning it. Why? Because he understands, because he owns a social media platform, that these people need to be fucking held accountable, and they need someone that can compete against them, and that's China, and so be it.
All right.
These companies need fucking competition, and if that's China, then so be it. Like I said, if Britain needs 2 more supermarkets in the area, right, and if that's American, then fine.
Hey,
In America, they need more supermarkets, so if that need more competition.
And if Trump doesn't know what he's doing, he has his son Barrett.
Yeah.
Or he just generally has the people who are younger than him who know about social.
That's true.
But again, my opinion, TikTok needs to stay because it keeps Meta and YouTube in check. And Kick is becoming a counterbalance. Kick and Rumble are becoming a counterbalance to fucking Twitch.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kick came out. Kick was created to keep Twitch in check. And Kick, I think, is going to probably overtake Twitch. And at some point, I can see Twitch just being sold to Kick. In my opinion. I don't really like, because I would like Twitch to still be a thing, right?
Of course.
Because it gives Kick some competition, whether even meaningless, right? I can't see Bezos keeping Twitch, right? If I'm being honest, I can't see Bezos keeping Twitch. In my opinion, I would probably just sell it, take the write down on it, IPO it's his own company. Well, Bezos has two ideas, right? Two things he can go about this, right? He can sell it to private equity firms. He can IPO the company. He can spin it off as a separate company. He can have Amazon spin it off as a separate company. Have it public. Maybe he makes some money off the IPO, right? So he's got options. He sells it to private equity ventures or venture capitalists. He spins it off in a foreign company, right? Pile a shitload of debt, of Amazon's debt onto it. If it has any debt, just blame it on cost of expenditure, right? It can spin off a couple billion on debt, right? Twitch can spin off a couple billion in debt. That lowers Amazon's balance sheet and benefits that. Or it literally just spins it off to shareholders. It's got two options: IPO it, spin off to shareholders, or fucking sell it to venture capitalists. I can't see Bezos keeping it. It's
They
not
do have
profitable for him.
options.
It doesn't make money. And he's shut down ventures that make a lot more money than that.
I agree.
Washington Post is supposedly going to become more conservative because he realizes that social media companies like X are kicking their asses and they're more reliable. He realizes that the media's freaking narratives are in the fucking shit. So what else is there?
Let's see. There's so much to look at. Oh boy, this is gonna be juicy.
What is it?
Alright, Russell Brand. Detectives ask prosecutors to consider bringing charges.
Well, against Russell Brand for what?
Well, the Metropolitan Police has passed a file to the Crown's prosecution service about the comedian. It follows a Sunday Times and Times investigation into claims of rape and sexual assault, which he denies.
He didn't do any of that, Jamie.
Yeah.
They're going after him because he's critical of the state.
Of course.
That's the only reason why they would go after the guy. They're going after Tommy Robinson the same way. He's critical of the state. He's critical of the Labour government. Heaven forbid someone's critical of a fucking commie government, of a Starmer Stasi government. I'm critical of him, but I've not got a big audience, so he's not going to go after me, is he? Well, saying that, he did go after fucking people that posted online, right? And freaking, they've been arresting people for posting online for certain things, right? But they only do that with people who have big followings. They're not going to do it for a little tiny guy, are they? Why are they wasting time or money?
Yeah, especially if it comes to the influence that these people have.
Yeah. Why would you fucking martyr someone? Arm was a git. But so who do you think is going to win the next election?
Which one?
The British one.
The British.
Do you think the Labour is still going to win, even after all this shit show?
It's complicated. I think they're not going to stay for long, but I think whoever the next party takes over.
What if there was a joint government, right? What if it was like a joint government between it was a coalition government between Reform and the Tories?
That's actually very plausible.
What can you scared of?
What?
I'm scared of, even if Labour win, right? Even if Labour lose, right? They're just gonna do the Canada. They're gonna do the Canada model, right? They're just gonna have they have a coalition government where they have the NDP fucking back them. They're gonna have like the coalition government where they have the Lib Dems and Greens back them up. That's what concerns me. Even if Starmer doesn't get enough votes to maintain a government, he just has a bunch of MPs, or effectively has a coalition government with Lib Dems. Keeps the guy in power. Do you think Jenrick will move to Reform? Or do you think there'll be more people that move to MPs that move to Reform? Or do you think what's conservatives that are there going to stay conservative?
I think over time.
Do you think there will be some that will move to Reform?
Yeah, there'll be a few that will make the transition.
When do you think that'll be? 1 to 2 years?
At the minimum, it'd be 2 years. 3 or 4. It'll be noticeable.
I personally do you think Jacob Rees-Mogg would run again for Reform in the next election?
Not likely. But if
You think Liz Truss and them would probably rerun again under reform?
yeah, I see more likely Liz Truss than
Yeah, I think Truss
Jacob
would probably
Rees-Mogg.
run again because I personally would like to see her fucking run as a freaking. I personally would have loved to see her run as a freaking conservative. No, as a reform. I would love to see her run as a leader, as a reform leader at some point. Because I thought she was actually quite interesting. The fact she went after the banks, right, and then the banks fucking shafted her. Yeah, they're covering for her. They're covering for Stormer and fucking what was her Reeves, right? But their little shenanigans with the budget has been a lot worse than what Trust ever did. And it was basically just the banks shafted her. They sold a bunch of gold, right, to fucking kill the markets, right, so they could oust her. Because what she was going to do was going to benefit Britain immensely. It would have fixed the country, but the bankers freaking shafted her. Do you think the whole thing with Tommy Robinson might actually kill reform's support?
I don't think there's any impact whatsoever.
Good to know. Because there are a bunch of reform people that are like questioning if Nigel's the guy anymore. They didn't take the comments of Tice basically say rummaging basically not. Who knows? Do you actually think they have a chance, or are we playing kidding ourselves with them actually being able to take prime ministership?
What do you mean?
Are we kidding ourselves with thinking that reform could actually become a massive party? I'm not saying in the next 4 years.
Well, Reform are growing, and they do have a chance to get tons of MPs.
But there's no way in
But
hell
it,
they're getting 100 more
but not,
Cabinet seats.
but in the next election, they're not going to. The best Reform can do in the next election is become the lead opposition.
The lead opposition right now, though, realistically, the Tories aren't opposition. They're not going to
Yes,
fuck these people.
but people are going to argue right now that the Tories are the current opposition.
They're not opposition, though. They're not going to do anything. Bandit's not going to do anything to these people. It's basically a two-horse race. They're both on the same side. As far as I'm concerned, the Conservatives should rechange their name to the fucking Liberal Conservatives, because they ain't freaking conservatives. The Conservative Party, as it stands now, reminds me more of a Democrat Party in America. And Labour, to me, is just a more leftist version of the Democrat Party. The Green Party is too big.
No, the Green Party is not that big to begin with.
Who even wants that as a party?
I mean, yeah, they have MPs, but they're not as big as the big guys, you know?
Should Reform try and gobble up those independent MPs?
It's doubtable. However, if desperate times call for desperate measures, then yes, it's possible.
So they shouldn't be trying to get any MP they can. They should literally just be focused on building base.
Yeah, they should be focusing on building their current base, and then when times are desperate enough, then the influx
They have
could be
won a bunch of
astronomical.
local councils. They just won a local council.
Oh yeah, they did.
I think they've got 2 councils so far, and they've got 1 person that can move over. A couple of people have moved over. Local councils, tiny councils.
Yeah,
I wonder who would actually join Reform.
good question.
Jenrick, Suella Braverman, possibly.
Yes, possibly.
Nottingham's should go. I think they got rid of all the people that would have actually probably joined. Right? All the people that actually would have, they got out there.
For now,
You think a lot of them will come back?
who knows?
There were some young ones, right? Or were they mostly old people that got ousted?
A mix of both.
Do you think Jeremy Hunt would move over to Reform?
It's a coin toss for that one.
So who do you think who have you got for the president in 2028?
I'm thinking Ivanka, perhaps.
So you're thinking an actual Trump family member?
Yes,
I thought people seem to be heavily eyeing up Vance, right?
Yeah, Vance is very firm on his beliefs and has ways and
I still
words for
think
sure.
he's still a deep state shell. He's working for Peter Thiel, who heavily invests in his campaign. Georgia is moving closer to Russia. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for us? Well,
Anything can go.
okay. Democrats have a plan if Trump prematurely declares election victory.
I think that's it for the episode.
Cool.